Have you ever asked a woman, "Are you okay?" And she looked straight at you and said, "I'm fine." And somehow, those two words feel more dangerous than a horror movie soundtrack. Because now your brain immediately starts panicking. Fine, fine, or the storm is loading fine? Every man knows this moment. The room suddenly feels colder. She becomes quieter. You replay your last 48 hours like security camera footage trying to figure out what went wrong. And the funniest part, sometimes the problem started because you replied with K. Just one letter, one tiny harmless-looking letter that somehow caused emotional damage across multiple timelines. Today we're finally decoding what women really mean when they say "I'm fine." And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand relationships in a completely different way. So before we begin, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and prepare yourself mentally, because this conversation might save your future arguments. Now here's the thing nobody tells you. Most of the time, when a woman says "I'm fine," she doesn't literally mean she's fine. And no, it's not because women are confusing creatures from another planet. It's actually much deeper than that. Sometimes those words mean, "I'm upset, but I don't know how to explain it yet." A lot of women process emotions internally first. They feel everything deeply before they even know how to put it into words. So while guys often react instantly, women sometimes sit with emotions quietly first, and honestly, everyone does this sometimes. Even men. A guy could literally be going through a full emotional breakdown and still tell his friends, "Yeah bro, I'm good." Meanwhile he's staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. listening to sad music like he just lost a kingdom. Humans are weird. But here's where things get interesting. Sometimes "I'm fine" actually means "I'm upset," and you should already know why. Now this is where panic truly begins. Because suddenly your brain becomes an emergency investigation unit. Wait, what did I do? Was it yesterday? Did I forget something important? And then it hits you. The anniversary. The text you ignored. The promise you forgot, or maybe you liked another girl's picture from 2018 at 1:13 in the morning for absolutely no reason. Brother, now you are fighting for survival. But here's something important most people misunderstand. Women usually aren't expecting mind-reading powers. They're expecting attention. Because attention feels like love. When someone remembers little details about you, it matters. When they notice your mood changing without you needing to scream it out loud, it feels comforting. That's why emotional neglect hurts more than people realize. And honestly, men can be hilariously unaware sometimes. A woman could literally say, "I've had the worst day ever." And the guy responds, "Damn, that's crazy." Then immediately opens a video about aliens or football highlights, completely gone mentally. Meanwhile she's sitting there wondering if she's dating a human being or a distracted golden retriever. But wait, there's another meaning behind "I'm fine." And this one is the saddest. Sometimes it means, "I'm tired of explaining myself." That quiet version of "I'm fine" feels different. No anger. No yelling. Just silence. And honestly, silence is scarier than shouting. Because when people stop expressing emotions completely, it usually means they're emotionally exhausted. Not from one mistake. Repeated mistakes. Repeated disappointment. Repeated moments of feeling unheard. That's the part people joke about online, but in real life it actually hurts. Because most relationships don't collapse from one giant dramatic event. They slowly weaken through small daily moments. Not listening carefully. Not paying attention. Not showing effort consistently. Tiny things stacking up over time until emotional distance quietly appears between two people, and the scary thing is, both people usually still care. The guy thinks, "She's overreacting." The woman thinks, "He doesn't understand me." Meanwhile both are frustrated, confused, and emotionally disconnected without even realizing it. Let me tell you something funny but painfully real. One guy tried to apologize to his girlfriend after an argument by buying expensive flowers. Sounds romantic, right? Wrong. She looked at the flowers and said, "So now you listen." That man spent money and still entered the bonus round of suffering. But later she explained something important. She didn't want flowers. She wanted consistency, and honestly that line hits hard. Because people often think love is about grand gestures, huge surprises, expensive gifts, movie-style romance. But most of the time, love is actually tiny daily actions. Checking in, listening properly, remembering important things, being emotionally present even when life gets busy. That's what people remember. Not perfection, effort, and maybe that's the real reason "I'm fine" became such a powerful phrase. Because hidden inside those two words are emotions people struggle to say directly. Disappointment, stress, loneliness, frustration, the hope that someone notices without being forced to notice. And honestly, everyone does this sometimes. Not just women. People hide emotions because vulnerability feels risky. Because opening up completely means giving someone the power to hurt you. So instead, people protect themselves with short answers. I'm okay. It's nothing. I'm fine. Even when they clearly aren't. And maybe the biggest relationship mistake people make is treating communication like a competition. Trying to win arguments. Trying to prove who's right. Instead of trying to understand each other, because at the end of the day, most people don't want perfection. They just want to feel emotionally safe. Safe enough to speak honestly. Safe enough to be understood without feeling judged. And that changes everything. Now obviously nobody can read minds. Healthy communication matters from both sides. People should express feelings clearly instead of expecting telepathy. But emotional intelligence matters too. Sometimes the solution isn't having the perfect words. Sometimes it's simply paying attention. Asking twice. Listening carefully. Noticing energy changes. And understanding that behind "I'm fine" there's often a conversation someone is struggling to start. So next time someone says they're fine, pause for a second. Look deeper. Maybe ask again gently. Because sometimes the people who say "I'm fine" the most are the ones silently carrying the heaviest emotions. And sometimes one honest conversation can save a relationship that was slowly drifting apart without either person realizing it. So maybe "I'm fine" it never really meant "I'm fine." Maybe it actually meant "I want to feel seen." If you enjoyed this video and want more real conversations like this, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. And tell me honestly in the comments, what do you think people really mean when they say "I'm fine"?